So reality dating shows are bigger than ever, and the next one that you're going to have to binge details couples exploring polyamory. I'm talking with Access Hollywood's Scott Evans and relationship expert Shamira Howard. So what is Couple to Throuple about?
Ooh, great question. Well, like the title would imply, basically, we invited several couples to come down to Panama because they were interested in finding another love, welcoming another person into their relationship. And so, like most things do, it got a little crazy. But it also got really cool, really beautiful. It's a beautiful, I think it's a beautiful instance of communication and desire. What happens when people are able to be honest and open, and you know, uh, outside of the norm when it comes to relationships.
Absolutely. And Shamira, I'll direct this question to you as an award-winning sex therapist. This show is obviously going to strike a nerve with some people who aren't as open-minded about relationships and different ways to explore things like that. What can you tell about people for just going into this with an open mind?
Just that. I would tell people to try to view this with an open mind. Of course, there are going to be people with criticisms, especially people from communities who will be represented in Couple to Throuple. And I get it. I understand. We want to gatekeep that which we feel close to so that it doesn't get away from its true meaning. But I want to challenge people to bring your open mind. And also, if you are part of any of the communities represented, poly communities, or any non-monogamous communities, remember who it was when you were starting off. This show is about thruples, and there are so many more layers to polyamory and non-monogamy than thruples, but this show is specifically about thruples, and their poly is not your poly.
You said it so great. And I also want to applaud Couple to Throuple. All of these dating shows, it seems these days, most of them at least, still dealing with cisgender couples. And this focuses really on you can be who you want, bisexual, pansexual, gay, lesbian. You're open to explore all these avenues. So I just want people to really, really focus on that. What can you say about the representation in this show?
I won't speak for Shamira, but I know from my perspective, I was pleasantly surprised in the diversity that shows up on our, not just our set, not just in our couples, but also in the singles that were available to us. That there were such a, I think a cool, it's such a cool representation of where we are in our country, you know what I mean, where we are in the world. And when you looked out over the couples and the singles there, you were like, this is wild. Everybody here.
Yeah, and give us a quick preview of these four couples that we can expect to see.
Yeah, well, now I'm trying to figure out if we can give you a quick preview. What I can say is there is everything that you would normally expect in a dating show, right? With a little extra, when you add another person to the mix, of course you get a different, situation on the other end. What I really loved about this show in particular, though, about our couples, is that we have one couple in particular that is a same-sex male couple, and I have never seen that in a dating show. I've never seen that on a destination, a big show like this. And so to have these guys who showed up ready to date, ready to dive headfirst into this experience, was a really cool thing. And I think that regardless of who you are, where you are, and how you relate to a partner, you're going to see yourself represented in the show somehow, because there really is a little bit for everybody.
Absolutely. And that's something so interesting about that same-sex couple. They were both open to exploring with women as well. One of them identifies as bisexual. One of them said he is here to try what his partner wants. So, Shamira, what sort of
Don't knock it till you
tasks?
try it sexual, he said.
Exactly.
Don't knock it till you try sexual.
Don't knock it till you try it sexual. Shamira, what are your specific goals when you're meeting with these couples and doing these challenges with them? What do you have in mind that you want to help them explore?
Well, the couples are here to explore non-monogamy, specifically polyamory. So in the relationship sessions and challenges that I go through with the couples, it's to help them to hone in on their individual and collective goals. Also to recognize their couple privilege when they're bringing in another partner in a throuple. It's hard. Thruples are one of the hardest forms of polyamory there are because a lot of people see it as monogamy plus one. So my role there was to help these couples, many of whom have no experience in non-monogamy and polyamory, right? So it's basically my role there was to help bridge the emotional and educational gap between non-monogamy and monogamy by showing them some of the things that come up in their monogamous relationships as it relates to their monogamous values. Those things are going to shift, or they'll need to shift if they want to bring in a third.
Absolutely. And Scott, we know with all these reality dating shows, there's going to be drama. What can we expect to see this season?
Trevor, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And I'll say it's this show. And Dr. Shamira, tell me if you agree. This show has everything you would normally see in a dating show.
Dating shows, plus some,
And more,
Plus
because
more.
you know what I mean? And more. The drama is certainly there. That I think inherently we are dramatic people. Do you know what I mean? But what I'll also say is that there is a whole lot of humor in this show. There is a whole lot of heart in this show, and there's a whole lot I think we did an excellent job of sneaking in quite a bit of information. So if you are not someone who is familiar with this lifestyle, if you are not familiar with this relationship dynamic, I think you're going to learn quite a bit as well. I know that was certainly Dr. Shamira and I's intention. When we got together, we were like, okay, now how can we sprinkle in a couple of these little lessons in the along the way. So we are very, very proud of it. We cannot wait for y'all to see it February 8th. We think you're gonna love it.
You are so right. I learned so much just watching the one episode. I can't wait to see more and see where these couples end up. Thank you both very much, Scott and Dr. Shamira. You can watch Couple to Throuple on Peacock beginning February 8th.
Thank you, Trevor.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
If you were given the chance at non-monogamy in paradise, what would you do? I'm Scott Evans, and I will be your guide on a journey for love unlike you've ever seen before. For the next month, 4 curious couples will be given the unique opportunity to turn that fantasy into a reality.
I've never been on a date with 3 people. You know what I'm saying?
Me either. I'm bisexual, and he's more of a don't knock it till you try sexual.
Yeah.
Is kind of like our first time dating as a couple.
You make a good team. Let's go.
Every few days, they'll invite one of 14 open-minded singles to throuple up with them in the resort.
We would like to invite
With a bed big enough for 3.
Y'all all right in there?
They'll be helped along the way by an expert.
I'm gonna test your threshold of watching your partner get intimate with your chosen third.
To get their poly on.
Man, I keep having these uncontrollable boners.
Can you say that? Like,
Yes, I can.
Can we get some lube? Use your mouth. That is an order.
Last night was a workout.
Last night was a workout, girl.
Will they commit to life as a 3?
Will you be my girlfriend?
I just got chills. The compatibility is off the charts so far.
Or will this experience reveal that the throuple life is not for them?
At the moment, I don't see how sex works.
Jealousy relates to a person detecting a threat.
I'll see you two bonding without me, and it's like, ooh.
Tension, you can cut it night.
it's about to get real.
Have you done something alone with him?
What I'm saying is that why wasn't it a group decision?
I felt a connection, but it's more towards me, not you.
I'm tapped out.
Last night, it was just like a show.
Whoa!